So you exercise your Second Amendment, and you make it down to the range now and then. But what about being in fighting shape, so that you have a better chance of dealing with whatever this post-apocalyptic clown world throws at you? Can you grab all your gear and throw it on your back and march for 12 miles? It's an important part of the equation. And you don't have to join the military and risk your life for the interests of globalists to get in fighting shape. You can go on your own ruck marches. Rucking is simply putting some weight in a backpack and going for a walk. And the weight can be weight plates, dumbbells, or even rocks. Soldiers have been rucking throughout history. Spartans did it. Romans did it. I don't know to what degree Vikings did it, but they did sometimes carry their smaller ships over land from one body of water to another, which may even be more badass. There's a very good article on the Art of Manliness website that inspired me to start rucking. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And it mentions several other benefits of rucking that might help further convince you to give this a shot. Rucking gets your heart rate up, more than regular walking, so you get a cardio workout that's similar to jogging. Rucking burns more calories than walking, and almost as much as running. Rucking is less stressful on your body than running. Running can put 7 to 12 times your body weight onto your knees, while rucking only dishes out 2 to 3 times your body weight, plus whatever weight that's on your back. Rucking builds strength. Your legs, your traps, your core. Ever heard the story of Milo of Croton? He was the famous wrestler in ancient Greece who trained by carrying a baby calf day after day after day as it grew up into a full-sized ox. He also carried an ox on his shoulders around the stadium at Olympia, where he won 6 Olympic wrestling championships. He was eventually devoured by wolves, or possibly a lion, but he was pretty jacked. Rucking improves your posture. You keep those straps nice and tight, and when you finally take off that rucksack, you can't help but walk around with your shoulders back and your chest puffed out. Rucking gets you outside. Stop lying around watching Marxist propaganda on Netflix and get outside in nature and breathe that fresh air. Rucking gets you social. Go rucking with your friends and family. Unlike with running, you're usually not so out of breath that it's hard to talk, so you can actually carry on conversations in real life instead of on your phone. So how much weight should you use? The Art of Manliness article recommends starting out with 10% of your body weight and then adding 5 pounds each week till you get up to around 35 to 50 pounds. But you should also take into account the type of backpack you're using. In this bigger one with nice, thick, padded straps, you obviously don't feel the weight nearly as much as in this smaller one. And if you're concerned about the weights ending up in an awkward position and digging into your back, just wrap them in a blanket or a towel. If I'm rucking out in the country, then I'll throw on some extra gear like a plate carrier and a belt with a couple canteens. Which, by the way, fellas, make sure you drink plenty of water. But as I was saying, if I'm in a busy city park, I'll dial it back a few notches so I don't look completely nuts. I do like carrying a staff to simulate a rifle, and if I happen to pass another hiker and don't want to look threatening, I'll just switch it to a walking stick position. Here are some examples of military rucking standards if you're looking for a challenge. The first ruck that ancient Roman army recruits were required to complete, known as the regular step or military pace, was a distance of 18 miles in around 6 hours while carrying 45 pounds. In the French Foreign Legion, to complete basic training and as an annual test, Legionnaires have to do 5 miles in 40 minutes with a rifle, helmet, and 26-pound rucksack, as well as a night march of 16 miles in 3 hours with a 40-pound load. To acquire the Expert Infantryman badge in the U.S. Army, candidates must complete a ruck march of 12 miles in 3 hours with a rifle and load that may total up to 70 pounds. Now, of course, there are some downsides to rucking. Some people who were forced to do it in the military aren't the biggest fans of it, to say the least. You can get nasty blisters on your feet, but I'll add a link below to an article on preventing those. The main thing is, don't overdo it. Start out light, and over time add weight, as well as distance. It can take 6 months for a healthy soldier to fully condition their body to be able to handle those really grueling advanced ruck marches. And of course, if you have any health issues, make sure you ask your doctor before you jump into it. If you have anything to add to this topic or want to share a ruck march story, good or terrible, head on down to the comment section. And please like, subscribe, and hammer that bell button and select all so you'll get notified when I upload the next video. You can also follow me on other platforms. The links for those are in the description below. Thanks for watching. Skål, Prost, and cheers.